Hey everyone, so this is a quick video on comparison of the naive approach or aka the traditional approach versus the plugin approach in competitive programming for sample testing. So today we are comparing those two approaches which people generally used in their competitive programming contest or just practice scenarios. So first one is the naive approach, which is the traditional approach. So let me go through for the basic approach which computer programmers use to run and compile their code from scratch. So let's see, we have a simple code which you can see here. I mean, it's a problem on CodeChef. You can find it. This is the URL if you want to try it. So first thing first, we have to go to the submissions. Uh, Not submission, it's solutions, I guess. Yeah. So these are the submissions, and let's go for one of the solutions. Let's just copy that thing, and let's see solution.cp. Okay. So here you can see we copy down the correct code for this problem, and now we have to run and compile this to test against the test cases, as you can see here, right here. So these are the sample test cases which should return this 4 and 2 as the answer. So what is the basic simple approach to run and compile this uh, code? It just use a compiler, which is the G++ for the C++ files, and let's do solution.cpp, and that will compile the code, right? So as you can see here we have a binary file which you can run. So let's try to run this file. So a.out, and now it's hanging because we need an input to complete the process. So let's copy this and paste it over here, press enter, and it will return 2. Actually it's not 2, it's 4 comma 2. So as you can see here, the answer is correct, but the problem is it is so hard to find out what is your answer. You can see here the 4 is coming on this line, and visually it's sometimes creates a problem on validating your answer. Sometimes user can predict that the solution is wrong because 4 is not printing. But uh, let's see another approach. It's not the plugin one, but there is another problem with this approach also. Whenever you run and compile the code, you have to copy and paste, copy and paste, copy and paste. This is a very time consuming task, and generally result to uh, more timed submissions. Like you may be delay with 1 or 2 minutes on the test your solution submission. And in competitive scenarios, the platform like CodeChef, there is a race on the contests, and you can't stay behind with those traditional approaches. One thing you can do to encounter these things, just copy it and save it in a file. Let's say in, I name this file in, you can name it whatever you want, and you can run the a.out binary with the input command, which you can pass the in file which is created. So if we run that, you can see 4 comma 2 is clean and simple output. So this is the more improved approach. But let's say you have so many test cases. Here is only one test case, but there could be more than one test cases, and sometimes you have to create your own custom test cases which you want to save for the later uses. And that's why this approach is not that great on these scenarios. So there's another approach, like to automate these things, is that you can create your scripts to do those things for you without any manual efforts. So there's a thing. I recently I uploaded a video on this channel about these scripts also, where you can check out how these scripts are working. Let me just go for it and just run those scripts to show how these things are working. So so let's see these. This is the problem name, right? And I want to download the samples for it, right? So let's see. So I have set up the binary path here. So this is the code chef. Wait a minute, Python 3. Okay, so this is the path to my script, and this is the Python compile interpreter, and this is the syntax of using this command. I explain everything about these scripts in a video which is uploaded on my channel. You can check it out. So let's see. So I successfully download the sample test cases. If I show those, let me open those in the vim editor. Okay, so this is the expected value 4 and 2, and this is the another one which is the input. So as you can see, both files are um, created successfully, which is the expected one, and one is the input one. Now you can simply run those binaries against a1.a, right? And you can line by line compare those results. But there is another script you can which is used to automate these things. Let me do that. There is another script which I created, is the run sample scripts. So let's see, it's a Python 3 workspace scripts. It's a run samples.py, right? And it's a solution. There's a problem with the scripts. You have to name the solution file exactly according to the input files. So let me move those things over here, right? So Python 3 workspace scripts and run samples with the a.cp, I guess. So you can see here are the results. So here you can see this is the time and the number of tests passing. There is a better approach. Like you can see, it's a pretty beautiful input and output results. Everything is so clear, but there are some drawbacks with this automated approach. But still, it's very impressive. Now we will see a plugin approach. There are lots of plugins. By the way, naive approach is one of the most, I think, used approach in the competitive programming scenarios, because so many people are afraid to configure those plugins. That's why they use the naive approach and made their own script in Python or Bash, in whatever language they are comfortable, and just use those things. But let me show you how plugins can handle those things for you. So this is the same problem, right? We didn't do anything, but let me show you two most I think in my according to my experience, I like two plugins. One is created by myself, and another one is the um, I think Julius. I think I didn't pronounce the username correctly, but my bad. Sorry. So this is the GitHub repo of this plugin, which is used for competitive programming. It's a cross online judges plugin, because it works. I mean almost any platform, because it uses the competitive companion extension under the hood. Same for this plugin. This plugin is also used the competitive companion extension. So I can't show how this plugin work because the video could be so long, but this is my plugin. So let's see how this plugin solves your how this plugin automates your workflow of testing the sample cases, right? So you can see here, this is the only setup that you need. Actually, this is not the exact setup that you need. It is designed for my development. You can see in the readme, this is the only setup that you need for a user use. This is for the developer configuration, and this is the user configuration, right? So you have to use these things according to the readme, right? So now this is the same problem. Let me do that. Okay, so this is the same problem, right? Now we have to see how this plugin solves this. So you have to just open the neovim as usual and just click on this extension. If you don't know about this extension, you can go to the readme of this plugin. It will explain everything, right? So you want to click on this button, and you can see here's the line which is indicating this plugin is parsing the test cases on this online judge. So if I go to here, you can see a picker show which prompt me for the sources that I want to use to solve this problem. I currently configure only two sources, which is one Python and another one is C++. So I press enter, and you can see it creates a file according to the problem name. Um, yes, the break free is the problem name, right? So it's an empty file, right? Now let's copy the uh, solution, correct solution, into this file, right? So there's a key leader A in Vim, which you can use to open and launch the wizard window of this plugin. You can see here it's a beautiful UI to showcase the tests. So here you can see input expected, and it's the number of tests here. So what the basic thing you have to do with the plugin is just to run the sample test cases. So as you can see, my cursor is on the test case 1. I just have to press the R key to run this. You can see here's the compiling, and you can see the verdict. It's AC means accepted, right? And this is the time taken by the process. You can also check this, like if your solution is slow, it will indicate over here. You can see standard out is 4.2, expected is 4.2. That's why we got the AC. Let's say you have to create another test cases, right? So you just have to press C on your keyboard, and it will create an empty test for you. You can see if I press J and K to move between these test cases, you can see test case 1 has proper input and expected things, but test case 2 doesn't have it because it's an empty thing, right? So what we have to do is just to uh, take one of these. So let me go to this window and copy this much, and I want to edit this test case 2. Is just press the E key, and just simply I want to change the input, so press enter, and you can see I paste it over here and press enter, and you can see here the input is now configured successfully. Now I want to uh, copy this expected one, edit the output, press here, and okay. Let me go to input one more time and convert it to 1 because this is only the one test case, and press R. You can see we got the AC for this one also, right? If you want to run all of the test cases at once, you can simply press the A, which you can see here are two dots which indicates the selection, and now we are selecting both of them. Just press R, which run both of these. You can see you can't see anything change because these are ACs already. So let me do a wrong answer for this. So let's do +1 and let's try to run again. Now you can see it's a WA means wrong answer, right? So let's revert to changes and you can see here the AC. So it's that simple to use plugin for testing in your competitive programming workflow. So let me know your thoughts, guys. Which approach you prefer for the competitive programming? I mean, the whole thing is just to simplify your workflow so that you can focus more on the uh, core core logic instead of testing the things around, right? So this is the only thing that I want to show. There are a lot of possibilities with this plugin which I can't cover in this video because the video will get too long. The main motto of this video to comparing the both approaches, the naive approach and the plugin approach, and I think I am able to explain both of them correctly. So let me know your thoughts, guys, which approach you use and which likes you and more suitable for you. So that's it for this video, guys. We will meet in the next video. Until then, bye bye.